In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the turn signal switch on this Ford F-150. And just so you know, this is also known as the combination or multifunction switch. Let's get started. Underneath the steering wheel, you'll see several holes. 3 of those have 5.5mm fasteners in them that we have to remove to get this cover off. Lift up the steering wheel if you haven't already, and with your 5.5mm socket, remove the screws. There's one in this hole right here. There's also one in this hole right here. And last one is towards the passenger side over here next to the ignition switch. Now you can separate the 2 covers, pull the steering wheel down, because really what we're after is this top one. At this point, you can unplug the electrical connector. It's right back here. Press on the locking tab and just pull the connector out. Set it aside. Then you have 2 T20 bolts, one here, one right down here. You can just pry this lower cover out of the way. We'll start with this one since it's the more difficult one to get to. Remove it. Make sure you don't drop it. And then take the other one out. There it is. Now you can take the whole switch, pull it straight out. And there's the switch. Now you would take your new combination switch, pull this down, slide it in, make sure it lines up all the way. Let's just plug in the electrical connector while we're at it. Might as well, that way we get that done. Make sure it clicks. There we go. Now you want to take the 2 screws and start them in. I'm going to start with the top one because it's easier to get to, and I want this switch to be secured in place. Little tip, I like to go counterclockwise and then clockwise. As soon as you feel the bolt skip or the screw, it tells you that it's lined up with the first thread. So I'm going to turn this in a couple turns, but that's it. I'm going to stop here and start the second one in because I want them both started before I tighten one of them up. That way, in case this has to move around a little bit to line up, I can move it around. With the first one tightened, I can't. So, having said that, carefully put the second one in. And now that they're both started, snug these up. As soon as it bottoms out, give it about 1/8 of a turn at most. They are not very strong and you don't want to strip the threads or damage something else. So there we go. This is bottomed out here. 1/8 of a turn, perfect. This is nice and secure. The connector's connected, so let's put the cover on and button it all up. Get this cover lined up. It's lined up on this side and snapped in. Looks like on this side it needs a little bit of maneuvering. There we go. Perfect. It has 3 main clips, one at the back, one in the middle, and one at the front. If all of them line up, you're good to go. Start these in. And make sure they're nice and snug with the ratchet. Perfect. Now test out your new switch.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.